wish I could break you down. Yeah. They gon' know wish I could break you down. They gon' always try to break you down. Not a nigga here to take my life. Told my father I'ma make him proud, cause I never know the day he died. Without a mic I'd be 6 feet deep. No lie, yours in my life. Thank God every page I write. Hit the trap up from day to night. Leaning hard, I'ma drink a pint. Trap guard, how I'm in my stripes. Keep going, I'ma pay the price. Fuck the jakes, I said twice. I spit on your badge, fuck the law, I hate them. I been around gangsters all my life. Nightmares and cages every night. Cousin facing life with vacant pots. Fucked up if you trust a naked eye. What if he just took his time? If he just took his time. See, yes, what made it wine. He was aiming for the sky. Now we laying in a pine box. Niggas jealous like why not? Want everything I got, but pussy, you ain't never worked for this. Be careful, that's permanent. They know I'm the true savior. I've been crusading like the churches did. Y'all be speaking on some murder shit. Only talking in superlatives. Brought a knife to a gunfight, but some right like Copernicus. Hard cold, blame her for this. So depressed, confirmative. It been sober yet you show me no respect, and now you're still yet to feel the worst of it. Keep grinding, keep trying, keep shining. I hit the trap up from day to night. Leaning hard, I'ma drink a pint. Trap guard, how I'm in my stripes. Keep going, I'ma pay the price. Fuck the jakes, I said twice. I spit on your badge, fuck the law, I hate them. I been around gangsters all my life. They gon' always try to break you down. Not a nigga here, take my life. Told my father I'ma make him proud, cause I never know the day he died. Without a mic, I'd be 6 feet deep. No lie, yours in my life. Thank God every page I write.
You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
Who are we interviewing today?
Anthony Kannon.
He sounds like Tara Parker, but he's allowed to say the N-word.
He's talking that logic shit.
Yeah, facts. No, there was this kid that you gave a fucking check to. I was listening to his project. That shit should not have got a check. The sound quality was garbage in like the first 3 tracks. Drew Guns.
That shit was fire, bro. That project was
You're bugging.
Fire, bro. He was rapping his fucking ass off.
Yeah, he was rapping his ass off into a fucking phone. It still sounds like trash.
He was snapping, bro. I was like, yo, I fuck with this project. That project felt.
Some of that shit was fucking super. Like, there was a lot of word salad and shit too.
I don't know, man. I like that project. He sounded wild aggressive.
There was one song where this dude was just fucking word salad all over the place. It sounded like he was freestyling, and he said like something about his spleen. He was saying something, and then he was like, "Yeah, my spleen," and then he just said something that had absolutely nothing to do with internal organs. And I was like, "What? Like what?" Fire.
He said that fire, bro.
It was trash.
That heat rock.
That shit was a pumpkin at best.
You're crazy. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
I'll name my points. I just won't be able to name the songs because I can't fucking see them.
Shit. Yeah, your trash ass phone. Hey yo, turn that video on, sir. Let me get this recorded.
Video. Boom.
Yeah. All right, let me make sure I'm
got you.
There we go. Hey, there we go. All right.
How's everybody doing?
What's good, sir? Let me make sure this shit clears up. Hold
on. Who am I kicking out? Johnny. There you go.
Johnny, you got to kick one of them. I kicked myself out, bro. I kicked myself out. All right. Yo, thanks for joining us, man. We're going to talk some shit for we usually do like an hour. We're not going to fuck up your whole night. But
no worries, bro. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hey, salute, man. So I'm John D. Contradiction. We got my man with the cap on. That's JP. We got Walko with the glasses. And we got my man with the beanie looking soft. That's M. That's the one that everybody hates on the page.
Okay, it's going to take me one more time to remember everybody's name, fine. But it's nice to meet everybody.
We are not your mans. That's all it is.
Not
as a
your
collective.
mans.
As a collective.
Y'all be talking your shit, bro.
Yo, we get a lot of trouble for it. We get blocked. We get people coming after us, man. It's fun, man.
Well, you keep it 100.
Yeah,
that's what's good about it. Who cares who blocked?
We talk mad spicy sometimes.
Oh yeah,
mad spicy.
Hey, we supposed to, man. We can't let people just be out here making trash music and expecting it to be like nice. Like you can't. People just think everything's nice. It's like nah, man. Everybody was trash at one point.
1,000%.
Yeah, even if it's like semi good, like you gotta. It's good to get that criticism, but it's also we give them a little bit of light when it comes to like, if you're gonna be famous, people are going to hate you. So if that's your goal, get used to it.
That's part of even pursuing fame. Even if you're trying to get fame and never reach it, people will still hate you.
Period. If you're doing something that someone else is not, they will hate you. That's just how it goes.
1,000%. That's life.
That's a fact. But yo, man, introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are and all that good stuff.
Facts. So my name's Anthony Henry. I go by Anthony Kannon. It's Anthony Kannon on all social medias and Spotify, Apple Music, anything that you wanted to listen to. I'm from upstate New York, a little college town called Ithaca, like an hour away from Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
I was born here.
I
grew up here for most of my life. But I lived in like 5-6 different states. I'd have to name them all out if I was going to, like, Indiana, Colorado, Texas, Maryland. So I guess that's 5, like, in New York, so that's 5 different states.
Okay.
But I was up here for most of my life. I only traveled for family, of course. I've been rapping my whole life, but I was like an athlete in high school. So I didn't start pursuing music fully till about 11th grade, I guess.
Okay.
Like I started dropping music and actively pursuing it. I started getting like blackballed in my school for sports. I ended up getting suspended for selling bud in like 11th grade.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, and it was on the senior night, bro. Like the senior night for sports, but I was a junior. But all my friends were seniors, so it was like once that happened, everybody was like, "Oh, that's a bad kid. Don't really fuck with him." So
it's like I'm in school. Y'all supposed to teach me how to get my business up. This is what
exactly.
I have to do.
That's all it is. Just try to get some tickets. It was a funny scenario though. I ended up, like I said, all my friends were seniors, so it was their senior night for ball, and I ended up taking the rap for a bunch of my friends. And I had no problem doing it, really, because I wanted them to continue. One of them went on to play college basketball, and I knew that was going to happen, and it wouldn't have happened if anything happened. Yeah. But this stupid nigga got he got bagged a week after that. Got suspended a week after that. I was like, oh my God.
Dude, man, need more things like need more stories about cats like that, man. I would like to see a documentary on homeboy who took all the rap for all that shit Iverson was doing in high school.
That's a damn fact.
It's true, man. Some unsung heroes out here not getting enough credit.
Hell yeah. But like it was like a little funny interaction. Like for the 3 months that I was suspended, we ended up just chilling every day.
Wait, they suspended you for 3 months?
3 months. They suspended me for 3 months.
That's how you
well, they might as well just expel you.
Because they knew that there were other people involved, but I wouldn't say anything. So they were like, "All right, we got to make a point out exactly." But then they
didn't expel you.
Yeah, that would have been. But I was like I'm a good kid. Like I got good grades and shit. Like I wasn't disrespectful to teachers. Like I just kept my head low, put headphones in, smoked my weed, and was trying to do school. Like that was literally it. The shit got weird around the senior year. I guess I dropped a little mixtape, not on any services, just a physical CD when I was like 16. Just all the songs that I was making, just handed them out, selling them.
Okay.
But like when I was a senior, or right when I graduated, I changed my name to Anthony Kannon. I used to go by Infamous, and I used to just do remixes and rap for 5 minutes on a beat with no structure or nothing. Like the project that you guys reviewed is actually like my first project ever that I actually made. Okay. It's my first attempt at like structured songs and choruses and shit.
Okay.
But it was like a personal project. I made that for the people in my area because they know who I am and they're gonna be able to understand it more.
Yeah.
So like when you guys hit me up or like you tagged me in the post, I was like, I don't even know how these guys found out about the project. But much fucking love.
Yeah,
somebody submitted it.
Yeah, that usually what it is, like a lot of people like they run into our page and they like to silently just send us shit like, oh, we might know this guy,
That's crazy.
do this. Because like sometimes it's a lot of the time it'd be people just being petty, like, yo, we want to see our homeboy get cooked because we don't want to tell him.
Of course.
But sometimes it'd be some real people who like really, really fuck with you. So like that's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we came across it and you know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I bumped it too, like I reran it through again today. I was like, yo, this is, you could tell when something's a passion project. And like a lot of the time, like I know you saying you did it for like people in your area and stuff like that, but like that's the shit that sticks. You know what I'm saying? Because like artists that just come out like, I'm here, I'm Hollywood, I'm gonna make Hollywood music and all this flash shit, no one ever really makes it like that. You got to make
Never.
something from where you from, because then you hold on to it. Yeah, you gotta do something that people can actually relate, or it makes them want to relate. Then you can make whatever fucking bullshit you want. They always gonna be like, but that first album, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the game, you know what I'm saying? But this is
everything's
project.
gonna get compared from now on.
Yeah.
Like, that's always gonna be what the standard that people compare the rest of my music to, if they've heard it.
Yeah. But see, and that's a good thing. I mean, if it's a passion project for you, you got it off your chest. Like, there's a lot of shit. Like, even off, like, I remember just thinking, I was like, oh, I remember this album. You had a lot of points in there, a lot of personal shit that I was like, all right, he got this off. It was on his mind. Obviously, if it's something that's always hung around over your head, you gotta put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
absolutely. That's how I started writing music. Like, my mom went to prison when I was 6 years old.
Damn.
Jeez.
Yeah, my mom went to prison when I was 6. But the first rap album that I ever heard was the Marshall Mathers LP, and he would talk so vile about his mom.
Spicy.
And at such a young age, I could tell it was like satire. Like, I could tell it was like comedy, but he actually genuinely had like resentment towards his mom.
He has some gems in there that, like, even though he would say some very reckless shit, he would say something that was super real, and you're like, yo, that hurts. Like, yeah,
for real. Like, so he was my first inspiration type shit.
Yeah.
And I could relate to what he was talking about his mom at such a young age, that one time when I was like 6 years old, I used to be really into poetry too. Like, even like Shel Silverstein and like stupid shit like that.
The good shit. Hey, you could tell though, like, I grew up like writing a lot too. I did a lot of poetry shit too, and that got me into music when I started writing in punk bands and doing rap. But like, you could tell when someone's like, yo, I've been writing, and then I turned it into something else, rather than someone who's just like, I'm just gonna start rapping. You know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
because so often today you just hear somebody start rapping because they like the idea of it, or they just want to start rapping.
And they just string together whatever the fuck they want, and there's no like flow. But when you hear like a complex flow or something that just slides a different way, you're like, yo, that's not from rap, like, necessarily. That's from poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just from poetry. Like, you won't string shit together like that. Blueface.
Blueface.
You get rappers like that who don't know how to put nothing together. It's just one long ass bar.
They don't know what poetry is. That's their problem.
Yeah, I mean, Blueface said in multiple interviews, I just wanted to be a rapper.
That's
like,
it.
I just heard my voice in the studio.
Money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's funny how shit works like that, and you could just pop like out of nowhere. But fucking. So I wrote my first poem at like 6. It was more like an acapella rap though. Like, I was trying to rap, but it was formed more like a conventional poem. It was like, my mom's and my brother's in juvie, my mother's in prison. I can't afford not to make the right decision. Blah blah blah. And there's like 2 more lines I can't remember. But my dad, I said it for my dad, and he was like, "Yo, just keep doing this. Like, if it helps, it makes you feel better." Like, I was in therapy at the time and shit, and I hated therapy. But music, writing it or listening to it, just always made me feel better. Yeah. So like that's like how I started rapping, I would say.
Okay, hey man, that's the way to do it, man. That alone, like, I mean, you know, as much as like there's hard times and whatnot, that's always gonna give your music a layer that like a lot of cats you can't recreate, you can't imitate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fake that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake trauma. You can't fake, you know what I'm saying? And if someone can turn that into music, you hear it. Like, till this day, there's artists I could come up with that. I'm like, yo, they've been through some fucked up times. You put their music together, you're like, I see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see that shit.
Yeah, like, I fucks with Mozzie a lot. Because whenever I listen to Mozzie, well, not whenever, because sometimes he has some generic type shit, but like a lot of the times you can just feel exactly what he's saying, or just like he paints his own picture and makes you see it like you almost lived it type shit.
You could hear where he's from.
Interview.
You can hear where he's from. Dude, I just reviewed that him and Burner project, and I was looking straight up. I was like, bro, you don't even care that Burner's on there. Like, Burner may be a name and this and that, but this motherfucker Mozzie stole it. Like, I was like, yo, get rid of these features, get this nigga Burner off. I'm trying to hear just Mozzie. I'm like, yo, he out here snapping.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's
man.
A damn fact.
Yeah, man. He been snapping on features. He been doing a lot, man. And his name been coming up fast because the talent's recognized, but I still feel like he's a little bit underrated. You know what I'm saying?
He's super underrated. I feel like he's like the West Coast Davies. Like
we got beef with Davies. We don't fuck with Davies over here.
I'm not talking about how he raps. I'm talking about like what he represents for the West Coast.
Yeah,
like,
okay, all right, I'll take that.
You go to the West Coast and people don't know who Davies is, but a lot of people in New York don't really know who Mozzie is. They're just the voice for their region.
Yeah, just where they're at, exactly. Yeah. Nah, yeah,
that's
that
all
makes
I
sense.
know.
That motherfucker blocked us on some soft shit. He got one good review from us, and then one like mediocre review from us, and blocked us. I'm like, come on, don't be soft.
That wasn't mediocre. I smoked his ass.
Yeah, that's
true.
M smoked
charbroiled his ass.
Yeah. It was that. It was the Styles P project, right?
No, it was the one before.
No. I think I reviewed that one.
The one with Noble on it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that shit was trash. But to me, it's crazy because it's like, bro, you're from New York. Like, New York don't even like itself. So you should be okay with, like, you know, niggas in New York don't rock with dudes from New York. So you should be okay with hearing people shit talk. It's in your area.
The way Davies raps and shit too, you think he'd be able to take a joke.
Yeah, for real. You think he'd be like a funny ass, like a not sensitive dude.
He's the
soft.
WNBA bench player.
Facts.
He's performing like an hour away from here. Like I almost
go. He performs with a
backing track. He's mad boring. He don't do nothing.
Go and throw tomatoes at him.
I was supposed to get an opening slot for it, but then this other person, like this female in my town, just got an opening slot to it. So shouts out to her. Her name's Miss 607.
Okay.
Hopefully she bodies that.
She sound like she chops. She chop when she rap.
You gotta check it out.
We got to. I'm gonna put that on the list.
All right, that sounds good. I got a rapper that I might send you one of his projects.
Yeah.
To review that. I've never personally met him, but we have a couple songs together, and we might work on a collab project in the near future. But when I first heard this dude, you fuck with Mick Jenkins?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
bro. When I first heard this dude, like somebody just played him, and they told me they were gonna introduce me to a new artist. It was this management group that was trying to like push my music and like get me on some contractual type shit.
Oh yeah.
So they were showing me some artists that they represented, and I didn't know that they were showing me the music right then. They just played this dude, and I'm like, when did Mick Jenkins drop this shit? They're like, nah, this is him. His name's Trey Yates. Okay. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, y'all want me to do a song with him?
When did Mick Jenkins drop this shit?
And I'm like, okay. They're like, no, we want you to hop on this song right here. And I'm like, what? Like, shit was crazy, bro. Yeah. And it was the first time I listened to somebody that I know is in a similar position as me as a rapper that I had no connection with at all. That I was like, yo, this nigga is fierce. Yeah. Like there's some, like he is a ticking time bomb. Like for real.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope. Like, cause people don't realize, man, you got to go through tiers to move up, and there be some hungry fucking dude. You know what I'm saying? There be some hungry people on those levels, man. That shit.
Absolutely.
And they don't even. Sometimes they don't even be realizing like that how fucking dangerous they are. And like they be humble and shit, and that shit throws you off. You're like, yo, if you this nice, you shouldn't be humble.
Nah, that's a fact. Like, so actually, the one person that I knew that followed you, that was like a mutual follower between your page and me, was X. You know, like it's X Music.
Oh yeah, that's my homie. That's my dude.
Yeah, we have a track together that's about to come out actually.
Yo, he's a beast. He's about to. He just had a baby. He's about to lose his mind. Yeah, he just had a baby.
That's crazy.
He's about
he's in grind mode right now.
Yeah, that hunger's about to, because he's always been nice. He did like a little hiatus. He dropped a little project. He's always been nice. So the
bar
fact
for
that
bar, that dude is a killer.
Yo, he is, man. He really is.
He won the team backpack.
The Moolah,
shit. Like
that's where I met him. I competed in
that
that shit. I met him out there, and I was like, yo, this dude's dangerous. Like, when he went through the whole, because that whole setup was crazy. You had to do the stuff that you got the beat that got you out there. And then you had to do this shit. It was like an assembly line. They was doing it like 5 rappers at a time. You do your verse over these loop beats. It was like 5 different sections. And then if you got like, they on the spot, they're like, all right, you did good on this one. You move to the next. And then the next round, they had to spit like a battle, they had to just rap, and people were just picking beats, and they had to battle, and people was. I saw Token. Token got smoked by some dude from Chicago. Who was like an R&B dude.
He said Token got smoked.
Yo, he got smoked. This dude's like an auto-tune singing rap dude, but he came there with like battle bars. So like Token's like doing rapidy rap shit. This dude's talking about cutting his head off and all this shit. Like people was losing it. So he smoked Token, yeah. And then X did his thing, and there was this one chick there too, Lioness, Jada Lioness. Yeah,
excuse me. I think I know about her. Like, I went to Team Backpack the year after that and competed. So when I was doing that, I watched all of the year before's footage, and I didn't realize.
Yeah, because that shit is a smart move. Yeah, because that
shit. Yeah, as I said,
when I was at that one account, like nobody knew what was. It was a dope event, but like they was hitting us with new rules like out of nowhere. Like, all right, we gotta do this. So it was like, yo, you just have to have unlimited bars. Like you just have to be ready to rap.
You're just never supposed to run out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But like I've done battle rap. Like I have 2 actual battles.
Ooh, link me them. I'm a big battle rap dude. Link me them shit.
I got you. Have you ever heard of like Amazing Crack? Like Soulcon?
That's the Lord Soulcon who smoked Fox.
Soulcon went viral for flaming this dude with like a pink shirt and brought a picture and shit.
Oh, Soulcon
like,
is true.
I don't know if you know that battle, but I battled that dude that he battled. It was massive.
Yeah, he too. Soulcon's a legend, bro. He's still, he's a legend, bro. Like every time in New York, his name, like anyone mention him in New York, well respected, dude. Like well respected.
He deserves it too, because people don't understand what he's done in his music career as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's the man. He did a Team Backpack cypher once. He did one of the
he did.
Yeah, he killed that shit. That's dope. You gotta send me these battles. I love battles. I'm big into the battle culture. So
who's your favorite battler?
All right, so I got a couple favorites, but my favorite battler, just like the way he raps, his pen, his structure, and all that shit, is Chilla Jones. I think Chilla Jones he's mad creative, and till this day, like people could try to scheme, but no one schemes.
Nah, nobody can scheme like Chilla.
No one. And then right after, I edge Chilla. I edge because there's times I watch it, I'm like, JC might have got it. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of the most debatable battles
all
in
time.
battle rap history.
All time. And then my solid second since way back, even when he was on a losing spree, was Sue Surf.
Sue
Surf is a beast, man. Sue Surf, even when he used to lose, he used to make classics, bro. Like he lost all of his original URL battles, pretty much. Like he lost to he lost to Ice Pack L, he lost to fucking DNA, and like it's still classics. It's like, yo, he's still some of the best battles ever.
He can make some pretty good music too.
His album's fire, bro.
He has a song with Kevin Durant. He has a song with Kevin Durant. How crazy is that?
Kevin Durant was actually at one of the, I think it was one of the Gnomes I went to. He just put out, on Surf's album, he got 2 tracks with Mozzie on there, and Mozzie snaps too. Like,
damn, Surf and Mozzie?
It's fire, bro.
That sounds too hard.
Yeah, it's just fire, bro. I was like, yo, they need to do more. He was like under Budden's wing for a hot minute. And like Budden just like retired and didn't give him no music for his album. I'm like, bro, I thought Budden would have did something on that album, but no.
Don't talk about yourself.
Yeah, JP.
Budden, man, that dude's gonna let people disrespect.
And man, yeah, you disrespect everybody. You're right.
Best Buy, Joe Budden.
That's comedy.
But yeah,
you can't make Joe Budden comments, my friend.
You can't make Joe Budden comments.
Joe Budden's a beast, man. He can rap his fucking ass off. He's super underrated too.
Yeah, hell yeah. Joe Budden was the first. Like I used to fuck with Slaughterhouse before I fucked with the individual members. And then once I got into the individual members, I was probably in 9th grade. And I used to flip. I could tell Joel Ortiz was the worst in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think he was the weakest link. I've been telling people that. I think Joel was the weakest link.
Well, it's like there's such an elite.
Joe was the weakest link.
Joel Ortiz is the worst. No, sounds like it's this. But it is not.
It's not. It's like amongst. So good. It's like amongst gods. Like which god has the worst power?
That last album he put out.
He can't. He's not as good as Crooked Eye or Royce, and he just doesn't hit as hard as Joe Budden does.
Exactly.
To me, it's not debatable with Crooked and Royce.
Yeah, Crooked and Royce are like any Slaughterhouse song. It could be your favorite worst. you will always be like, you know what? Between Crooked and Royce, it's like, I don't know who got it. But you know it's between them who took the song.
Once Royce sobered up, it was fucking Keys.
Dude, Royce
was the best out the group.
He's crawled his way into my favorite rappers.
He's my personal GOAT. Like not like the greatest of all time, but just respecting his pen and his art. Like he is the one that I refer to as like the best.
Dude, that album last year, that Book of Ryan, is still. I haven't listened to an album that much in years, bro. Like in years. It really is. And I got into a fucking argument on Facebook. Some dude's trying to tell me some dude tried to go off talking about he was talking about the Nipsey Hussle. I'm like, I get it because Nipsey Hussle was in the runnings and people talk about him more or whatever. But I'm like, bro, Royce isn't as big as Nipsey. Like, it just is what it is. And he's like, oh, he was under Eminem. I'm like, that don't mean shit. Like, you telling me that D12 is big? Yeah, I'm like, you telling me that D12 is bigger than these motherfuckers? Like,
Obi Trice, whack ass.
So fucking
West Side Gun and Conway.
Oh, chill. Obi Trice ain't whack.
He's still putting out music. But yeah, I'm trying to tell this dude's like, no, Royce is this. I'm like, bro, you can argue all you want, but I'm like, Royce is not as big as Nipsey, and Royce's album was better than Nipsey's. And I'm like, nothing to Nipsey's album was fire.
It was super fire.
Yeah, but Royce's Book of Ryan was different levels. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. Well, the way that the skits just played into each other, so it was just a story front to back. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. So like I can understand subjectively if somebody likes something more, but you can't really debate just pure art. Like exactly. And Nipsey did his fucking thing. Like 2018 was my favorite year of music in years. Like
it's one of the last 2 years have been crazy. Like the last 2 years, music has been like, it's just last 2 years that bullshit. Like that's why they got like the the Zakashis and like the Blue Faces. The media's trying to push them so hard forward because they know that good music is fucking up. It's coming in, like it's sneaking in, like whooping ass. So it's like, yo, it's crazy. But music's been hip hop's been fucking scary lately. It's been good. It's been making me been getting me into a bag. But other people I'm talking to who rap, it's getting them like, yo, I feel like I can rap again comfortably. I don't got to worry about shit,
That's funny as fuck. Do all you guys spit bars, or have you spit bars like
no, I'm the only one who, I rap here. He produces, this guy over here produces, and then the other two, they're just critics. It evens out.
Yeah. We're just haters. We're just haters.
They're just haters, professional haters.
We're just haters. That's it.
That's common. What do you guys think of the Tory Lanez and Joyner beef?
You know what?
Softy, two ice cream cones melting at each other.
They didn't even meet it.
I was into it until they went on that. They FaceTimed and they was all buddy. It took all the fun out of it.
Instagram shit turned it into a fucking pillow fight.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. At least sell it to us. At least pretend you hate each other. And then text yo, what up, homie? And we don't need to know about it. Don't go on Facebook Live like, yo, do you smoke me, my nigga? Like, yo, we chilling. I'm like, that's corny, bro. Imagine, put it like this, bro. Like, I love rap beef. Imagine if Jada Kiss FaceTime Beanie Siegel when them niggas Imagine that. And he was like, what up?
Like, yo, I'm gonna shoot you in your face, homie. What's up? What's up, homie?
You know what I'm saying? Like, Biggie and Pac, Niggas FaceTime each other online. You smoked me, bro. Yo, you said you fucked my bitch. Like, come on, that's just corny, bro.
That's common.
It was like that Booker T shit.
Yeah, they was corny about that. But I mean, it did show me I'm like, yo, I didn't know Tory Lanez had that in him. And Joyner, I didn't know what he had because I don't know what Joyner does. Joyner Lucas is not one of those artists that impress me because he just nothing seems authentic, nothing seems real.
He's such a gimmick, right?
Yeah, he's all gimmicks. So him, I don't care what comes from him. But Tory Lanez shocked me because I just think of Tory Lanez. I'm like, oh, it's Baby Drake. You know what I'm saying? He's another Canadian.
The poor man's Drake.
Yeah. So I was impressed. I'm like, oh, he can actually rap. Yeah, I know him. I think of that R&B shit. So I'm thinking of him doing those R&B tapes and all those remixes. I'm like, oh, this is Tory Lanez. This is the shit that the ladies, do. They love this shit. But I'm like, oh, he rapping. But then he just took it too far. And then he's like, Dreamville and all this clout chasing. I'm the best rapper ever. I'm like, then you made it corny.
Royce to suck his dick,
which is crazy.
Royce will cook him.
Royce would.
Didn't he say he'll light him up like a jack-o'-lantern?
Somebody said.
Rolls 57, bro.
Somebody posted. Somebody was like, "Yo, in Canada, suck my dick gotta mean something else." Because and I thought the same thing. Because I'm like, bro, where I'm from, that's a fight. Like, you have to fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you say that, that's when you're like, yeah, I'm done arguing. I'm ready to fight. So I'm telling you.
My dick.
Yeah, that's what it's like. I'm ready to fight.
That's the end all be all.
Yeah, like, that's it. Like, whoever says it first is the maddest person. Like, and it's ready. It's go time. Like, so I'm like, he's
all right,
spicy. He
I'm
posted
tired of
it
this.
on fucking Instagram. He's talking on live. I'm like, this is crazy, bro. And these young kids is just eating it up. Like, some stupid young rap kid's gonna walk around like, yo, suck my dick, this is rap, and get killed. You know what I'm saying? Gonna get killed.
Oh, yeah.
It's for the better.
That's just facts, though.
Darwinism.
Darwinism at its finest, man.
But it's good to see there was
selection.
some battles. Like, last year, people were trying to battle, and I will take it.
Absolutely.
You know,
There was so many fire albums that come out. So much like competition and shit. It was great.
Yeah,
It was
last
good.
year,
year we're
last year
off to
people
a
were
slow
trying
start.
to get crazy. Yeah, this
Yeah,
year's rough.
yeah.
So far,
Those
it's been
releases-
nothing to drop already. And it's what do we get? February's almost done. We've had nothing. We've
February's
had Boogie's
horrible.
album. That's it.
Yeah,
Boogie's
album.
and Sue Surf. That's it. That's all I got for this year. The rest, I'm just like, I don't care about it. And Dreezy, we got a female dropping the hardest thing out this year.
Yeah, true.
Dreezy shit was fire.
She could rap. I was shocked.
I know she can rap.
I was
but
shocked.
I didn't check out her project.
Yes, it's actually some of the songs she do a lot of the party shit. Like, it's gonna be there because that's, you know, it's hard being. I get it. It's hard being a lady in hip hop. You can't just come out with a rap album unless you're Rhapsody. You know what I'm saying? But she did a thing. I actually liked her album, so I was like, I'm not mad at it. Yeah.
Okay.
What you
I'm
think
gonna have to check it
about?
out.
Yeah, it's not bad. But what you think about? So I know you seen that whole T.I. Floyd Mayweather shit. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that shit is hilarious.
Shit is wild. 50 bum. I love 50.
Yo,
Jumped in
that
on it
note-
with that, right?
that note, yo.
He's always got to jump in.
He's petty.
That
Yo,
shit
he is
had
the petty
me
god.
fucking dead.
He's
so
petty,
quick
bro.
with it. Like 50 Cent is like the epitome of the internet. Like
It's a
He's
fact.
a troll. He's the biggest
he's,
troll.
That's
he's
a
the
fact.
original 6ix9ine, bro.
Yeah, 6ix9ine's father.
50 been trolling.
Petty God.
50
And he
been trolling
disowned him.
back in the day
Oh,
before the internet
Dude,
shit.
50, yo, my
He's just
first, but my favorite thing 50 ever did, bro. It was mad long ago, but it's Shine just got out of jail. Shine had a radio interview. It wasn't even like a big radio. It was like an average like local radio shit. And 50 knew he was on there getting interviewed. So this nigga 50 called the radio station like 1,000 times to get on there. And when they finally patched it in, he was like, "You punk nigga." He's like, "I hope you get raped by a bunch of gorillas." Dude, he snapped, bro. And I remember I was in tears, bro, because this was when when it wasn't like Instagram and all that stuff. This is 50. You had to go on 50's website to watch this, bro.
Man,
I
that's so
laughed
funny.
forever, bro. I'm like, yo, he's the worst.
Nah, he really was. He was
Everybody
Troll.
wondered why he got shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you get
real.
why he got shot. He's petty, man. He's
for
always
no
been like
reason at all.
that. But yeah, man. But anyways, back to the music. We always fuck around, and get on tangents. But so
Yeah, of course.
let's go into this project, man. I like to know what went around with it. So give us the process behind this. Do you produce it all, or do you just rap? You had somebody hook it up?
Never, ever have I tried to produce. I've tried to mix one of my tracks like twice, and that was in high school.
It's hard,
but
man. It's a lot.
I would love to like learn, but right now I just need to perfect what I'm trying to do first before I start branching out. So I actually, when I rebranded myself into Anthony Kannon from Infamous, I met up with this dude in Binghamton, which is like an hour or so from Ithaca. He reached out to me. He had a little independent label out there, and he wanted to eventually sign me, but like in the current time work with me.
Yeah.
We started pushing a bunch of remixes. I did like a Bad and Bougie. That got like 400,000 views on Facebook.
Fire.
I did like a Don't Run that got like 100,000 views on Facebook. Like I was going video for video, trying to lead up to a project eventually.
Okay.
And he gave me the idea because as soon as I started dropping music videos, I have the lightest skin of any black person that most people have ever seen. And I was saying nigga, and the whole internet was like, oh man, like what is good? Like kill this kid, like what is shut him off, blah blah. And this dude was like, yo, bro, like you should try to expand on that on a project, blah blah. But try to make it not corny like Logic.
Like Logic, yeah. I was just about to say, you did it, but you didn't do it like corny-ass Logic do it.
It's really hard. It was a fine-ass line, bro. Well, what's funny you say that. My aunt is a lawyer, and she's really urban, though. She's very relevant in the culture. She's probably like 30. I don't know her real age, actually. But she heard the album, and her boyfriend does, like, lights and camera shit for J. Cole's touring. So she listened to the album with him, and he was like, "Yeah, like this dude sounds like Logic, and like a little bit better though." And I was like, she didn't understand that wasn't like a compliment. Like,
yeah.
Like, yo, fuck.
It's like I get he's big, but he's big corny.
Exactly. Like, and Logic.
Elote.
Sergeant Elote.
He just doesn't really.
He's lazy, bro. He's lazy.
Yeah.
He lost his fire once he got famous. You know what I'm saying? And then he's just like,
he got that money.
yeah, he's just like, let me just hit these gimmicks to keep me relevant because this is.
I'm biracial from Maryland.
Yeah, I'm biracial from Maryland, and that's it.
You guys are all from Maryland?
No, him. We're talking about him now. We're
Logic.
from
I thought you guys just went into a tangent too.
No, we're talking. We're just talking about.
Logic.
We're talking shit about Logic.
Yeah, nah, Logic. That's all he says. I was gonna say you guys all have that in common with him. Like,
nah.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, for real.
Nah, he's a fucking weird dude, man.
But yeah, like it was a fine line between like presenting it in a corny manner, and I didn't want to overpopulate it with tracks that were basically about just being light-skinned or white, blah blah. So I wanted to start it off with the like lightest skin that you've ever seen, still glad to be black, blah blah.
Yeah.
And just lay everything that I was gonna talk about on the project out without like over stressing any specific detail.
Yeah, you don't want to beat people over the head with it, but you want them to know that's what you're about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And
this is also my first attempt at like a real project, so I wasn't sure how to attack it. I was just I actually tried to write it like first song, then second song, then third song, and I got to like 3 songs and then it worked. I was like, nah, we got to just start writing and compiling and picking the best stuff.
Yeah. That step-by-step thing is a tough time, and my first release was like that, and I struggled. That release was like, it was okay, but like it didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm mad meticulous. I'm like, nah, I don't like that. It don't make sense type shit.
I agree. Like, and I didn't understand exactly what I wanted for the project yet. Like the dudes in my ear telling me to make it 5-6 songs. And I'm like, I've been promising a project for fucking 2 years. I'll be damned if it's 15 minutes long. Like I'm not with that at all. So I just keep on making songs, dropping remixes while I'm doing it. And it kind of got delayed because I recorded 7 songs with this dude in Binghamton. Like I said, it's like an hour away. I would have to go to him to do all this. And I'm relying on him because he's paying for everything. Like he's doing this out of love and for what he sees in the future. He was never shy about the money that he wanted in the future if we ever made money together. But he threw a contract at me, and I brought my dad out to meet him, like run through the contract with him and all that. My dad was like, this is point A, point B, point C, what we don't like and what we won't agree to. But if we change it, we could do this. He wanted like 50%. Hell yeah. He wanted 50% of all future like revenue that he put his money into. 50%, yeah.
Before you even made money, they were trying to take 50%. God,
that's wild.
Shout out to Def Jam.
I was about to say that's how they do things, bro. That shit's wild, man.
That's how a major does things.
That's how major does things. Yo, it's a fact. No, sometimes
we have a mutual guy that we also, that we all know, Taco. You know what I mean?
Taco's the truth.
He went through a situation and it was a 99 to 1%.
What?
This is crazy how they try to
not only his music, they're talking about everything.
Multiple $1 billion, like that, damn.
Yeah.
That's wild. Fuck that.
That's like leaving someone with a grain of rice from their talent. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Like that's crazy, bro.
That's fucked. But even past the 50%, like that might have been able to be worked past, but he wanted me for 3 years. And I was like, yo, like, I just went from like getting 5,000 views on SoundCloud a track to 500,000 views in a month on Facebook. Like, I'm picking up steam. I just rebranded myself.
Yeah, so it doesn't look right. Like, if it's like, I'm going to give you the next 3 years, but you don't even know where you could be from there. Yeah.
I have no idea what's going to happen in 3 years. Like, so I was like, can we do 1 year and do like a 60-40, 75-25, some shit? He was like, you know what? Fuck the contract. We'll come back to this later, blah, blah, blah. And basically, we just stopped working together after that. Like, some subtle, he also had some personal shit going on it, but the relationship naturally ended. But he still had all 7 of my tracks.
Yeah, so you had to get them,
Had to get them. Was a couple month long process. And then he told me that his computer crashed and he couldn't even give me the tracks back.
Oh,
so I was just delaying my project for so long just to get these songs back. But I ended up having to re-record everything. And by the time I started thinking about like releasing it, I got shot. Like, and I had to, it was a pretty big process to like recover. I couldn't rap for like a couple weeks.
Jesus.
I got shot in my back. So like just stressing anything was like in the vocal booth. I just nothing. So after that, I wasn't even thinking about rap really, and if I was,
you trying to get your health.
You got other shit on your mind,
get your health right.
And, everything that I could think of was like, I got shot.
That's
And
a fact. That's all you want because it's on your mind, bro.
Because you got shot.
Yeah, shit. The only way you gonna realize you got shot is you say that shit to yourself enough times. Bro.
That's a damn fact. That's a damn fact. But so I tried to take a break a little bit and realize how I really wanted to attack it, if I even wanted to mention it on the project. But I ended up coming to the conclusion that if the project was already so personal and this is now such a big thing in my life that I can touch on it a little bit. So after I ended up reformatting the whole project, cutting a bunch of songs, adding a bunch of songs, extending it eventually to like 40 minutes almost. So I really wanted to get like a full length project out there. I just didn't know exactly how I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So I bought all the beats except for the 2 beats that the dude who wanted to sign me gave me. And I don't know if he bought them. I don't have the rights to them in my hands. So I hope that he did, but I'm not making thousands of dollars off the track.
So it's not even gonna,
Exactly. But I always like outsource for my beats. I have a couple in-camp producers in my squad. Shout out Snack Records. But they're nasty with the production too. I just don't have unlimited beats by them. I normally purchase my beats from like BeatStars or local producers.
Okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, nothing wrong with that
Not at all.
Yeah, man, trust me. I know that whole grind, bro. I took a year to fucking learn how to produce. And trust me, eventually when you get to that point, you're going to be like, man, I should have did this a long time. That shit helps you big time, especially when you got something in your head and no one's like hitting for it. But either way, man. Yeah, either way, but that's dope, though. Like, that's crazy, bro. And you know what's crazy? You wouldn't fully know like that whole story behind this project. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Like how long it went and stuff. Because like, think about it. Like, we just found you, someone through the project. We listened to it, and we're just like, oh, this project's dope. Like, I got this personal side from him, but it's like, yo, there's a whole lot behind it, man. That's dope. Like, for someone following you, that's probably a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? That's like a cool thing to get into. But also, if people listen to this, like, when people listen to this, that's a cool thing to just learn about artists. Like, if you're a real person, you know.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. We have. I'm gonna throw it out there, like, and I know they could agree. Like, we do these like almost every Sunday. We like to get people. We throw the interviews out on Wednesdays or whatever. Some people can't speak. Some of these cats, yo, it's crazy. Yeah,
I didn't have to talk. It was great.
Yo, and you like, yo, you're on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, you any camera in your face, you're ready to rock. You got a story, you're ready to rock. Like,
you already know. That's like it's like if you're gonna share anything in your music, you have to be able to share it with somebody else. If you're talking, you can't like socially awkward artists. Sometimes it works in their benefit, but most of the time you have to have some side of personality.
There's socially awkward, and then there's socially lazy.
Yeah.
That's
That's it had to be, and I mention it often because like it just I'm low key like still upset about it. We had one of the biggest interviews on our page on our platform So you know, fuck, I'm not like I'm dropping names obviously, but you know Joey Badass and whatnot, right? So the dude who produces for him, Chuck Strange's. We had him.
I've heard of him before.
He's fire. He put out a fire album last year. I still bump that shit. He's a dope producer. So I went through the internet. I'm like trying to get him to come talk to us, bro.
I pulling teeth.
Oh my god, it was like So it's like, yo, you know how was it going through making this album, whatever. Took like 5 years and like silence. Like he would say nothing else, bro.
Like, he had nothing to say.
He got
like you're interviewing
it was painful.
Yo, so like, how are the girls on tour? He was like,
I want to talk about that.
I don't want to speak about that.
Yo, you're on a European tour. So I'm like, yo, how was the ladies and all that stuff? He was like, I don't want to talk about that. I'm like, all right, man. I'm not asking.
So what do you want to talk about?
We were like the cops or some
I'm
shit.
saying
like
was they crazy? I'm not trying to. If you got a woman or whatever, I'm not saying expose. Like be like, yo, I was clapping shit. No, like were they crazy? I know you in Europe. Like was they throwing stuff at you? Was girls showing titty? Give us something. We trying to give something for fans. He was like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, all right, man. You didn't even let me finish the question.
Dude, that's wild.
We were struggling, bro. I'm like, yo, I asked him, I had well over like 50 questions, bro, and got like
we all threw questions.
45 minutes worth of interview stuff, bro. Like he was.
It's dope that you guys got that interview, though. It sucks that he's like that, bro. I met Talib Kweli, and he came to Ithaca one time, and my Smack Records, like we got an organized meeting with him before he was supposed to perform. And we go to this place where we're supposed to meet him at, and we're waiting for like 45 minutes, bro. And then he walks past us, and we're like, okay. So we're like walking down Talib Kweli. We're trying to get his attention, and then he's like, oh, no photos right now. And we're like, bro, like we have the organized meeting with you. Like this shit is planned. And he was like, oh, facts, it's y'all. We were like, yeah. We're supposed to pick his brain and chat for like 20, 30 minutes. This nigga was like, bet. Squatted up for a picture and then left. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, oh, nah. Like,
he hit you up with the Hollywood special, bro.
He said, like, bro, deuces.
He said no autographs too. Like nobody asked for an autograph. He was just like, no.
He's like, I'm too rich for this.
Yeah. Like what the fuck? Like you're not Kanye. I can't sell this shit.
Yeah. What the fuck? Like, what you think Twitter's gonna pay us for posting your fucking signature on it? Like nobody cares.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was just weird because he's just such like an authentic rapper that you would think that he would like. I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah,
he's from the golden era, and the way he's so vocal, like even though most of it is negative with his fans online, you would think he's humble. Yeah. It's like I guess in his mind, he's like it's checklist. It's like, oh, I spoke to them online. I ain't got to talk to them in person. So he's like, I don't know, man. It's just weird, bro. I would have been pissed.
Shit was super weird.
Yo, some artists are like that, man. Some artists are like that.
For real. I have a track with King Los coming out.
King Los is the fucking truth.
King Los is the fucking truth. He was my favorite rapper from like 10 to like 15, 16.
Oh, the mixtape eras when he was dropping mad mixtapes. Oh, hell yeah.
I paid him like in January, like through his manager, and I'm still waiting for this verse back, bro.
Tell that nigga to stop eating them fruits and vegetables, man. Bro. Tell him that vegan shit's supposed to be good for his memory.
Last year?
Last January, 2018.
It's been a year?
A year.
I'm about to message him right now. Like, get that man what he paid for.
Right. For real. You should, call the Better Business Bureau.
At him on Twitter, bro.
Call the Better Business Bureau.
Gotta do Better Business. I agree.
Some artists are trash with
business. His manager is R. Kelly's manager.
Yeah. So he's going through it right now.
That's why.
He's going through it right now.
About to say you might want to just sit there and consider that money's never coming back.
I'm never getting the money back. Well, he just actually was like, "Yo, do you want to keep waiting or you want a refund?" And I was like, "I think I paid a year ago.
Just write it, bro." It's like, at the point, like,
what's the first,
it was missed, but I probably made that money way over. Like it's done. Like. I would have been fucking pissed, man. But I know artists are like that, man. Some of them are too like Hollywood. Some of them get weird with you. Some of them try to play dumb. Like it's crazy.
Like, and I don't even know what I can mark it off as. Like he had the battle, so I talked to Los. He was like, "Yo, I'm prepping for this battle.
Yeah,
I'll get back to you when it's over." But like that was August.
That was August. Yeah. When him and Head.
Come on, bro.
Did he drop an album last year too?
He did the Head Ice battle, and a little bit after that, he dropped 2 tapes. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's a. I don't know what it is. I don't think he's too Hollywood. I just think that it's not a priority for him.
Yeah, but it's also he just started getting like a new steam under him too, because before this battle and all that stuff, he was kind of very low key for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It always in spurts for that nigga. But yeah. I'm still a little bit salty about that. I wanted to murk the track. You know it's a crazy little story though. Mm. I just got scammed for 4 bands by fake YBN Corday.
Damn.
4 bands.
That hurts.
The
fact that you can admit that though, I respect that 100%. Yeah, I respect that. Some dudes would just quit rap quietly, like they paid.
That's crazy.
Their page just deactivated quietly. They don't tell nobody.
At least he was trying to be the best member out of the YBN, man. At least he was trying to be the best.
Yeah, at least you were going for the best one. No, that's crazy though.
It was just like an opportunity I had to hop on. Like I had conversations with the real YBN management, and then I got hit up by fake YBN management.
That throws you off.
And just continued the conversation. Ended up sending them the money. Didn't realize it was too late. But I spent like 15 minutes tight as fuck. Like I was with my girlfriend at like 4 a.m. when I realized, just smoking a blunt on my back porch. And I was like, oh no.
That's rough.
God damn it.
That's rough, bro.
Like
damn,
Black
bro.
Thought album that he just dropped, the Streams of Volume 2.
Yeah.
That outro on that shit, he's just singing and he's like, all that money's good for nothing. It's just scared, blah, blah. Like scared money don't make no money type shit. And it was just like an opportunity that I had to jump on at the time. And I know for a fact I was talking to his real management at the time, but they forged an Atlantic Records contract. They forged his signature.
Scammers are out
I didn't give any money until I had a contract in my hands.
Yeah, scammers are out here. Some scammers take it deep, bro. That's them professional ones, bro.
It was professional as fuck, bro. And then right after I told them, like, yo, like, I figured out I got scammed and cut the ties with them. Because I wasn't going to press charges. I'm not going to send anybody to jail. I'm not going to get my money back. I'm like, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But, like, I started getting hit up by so many scammers. And I know it's the same people.
Okay, so what happens is if it happens to you, you're basically put on the gullible list.
Yeah.
There is a legit list out there.
It's like telemarketers.
This list is sold to scammers, and these scammers literally will attack you.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And what's crazy is there's levels. There's levels to scammers, bro. Like sometimes you'll catch a scammer that like has like it could be like a YBN Corday verse from like when he first started rapping because he just left it at some studio, and they'll throw you that shit and fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? Like shit when he was 12 or some shit. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like scamming is deep, bro.
There's like Anodami some shit. Have you ever heard of them?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's this collective on Facebook that said that they're comprised of like so many producers over the past 15, 20 years. And they have old verses from everybody from like fucking Keisha Cole to Royce to Exhibit. And they're selling like old verses. Shit.
That might be, remember when there was this dude, what was his name? Forever MC. There was this dude, Forever MC.
He bought bad of those shit.
Yeah,
It all makes sense.
And they could sell them too.
Makes so much sense now.
Those verses and stuff are owned by them. They're owned by the studio. That's how. Remember how Any Means got on the Riff Raff track?
Yeah. They just stacked other verses.
That was so funny.
Were made organically.
Yeah. I actually know about that one you talking about. I don't remember the name, but when I saw that Forever MC shit, I'm like, there's something attached to this. And M80, he manages like Ghostface and all them and shit like that. I hit him up because I got him on Instagram, and he sent me one of those things, and it's like a list, and there's different prices for all these known names, and I'm like, how?
Exactly.
Like, I'm like,
That's
how am I?
crazy how they could get away with that.
Yeah, I'm like,
shit.
what? It's like, I'm like, how am I? How is it just 2,000 for like a Big Daddy Kane verse and all this shit? And I'm like, yo, none of this. I'm like, none of this sounds right. You know what I'm saying? Where I could just do a buffet list of fucking verses. It's crazy.
I was inquiring about it. I almost bought a Royce verse that was unreleased from the past. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna buy it without hearing it, but I understand. I know you can't like send it to me because then I just have it, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a call from, somebody, and they played me the verse, and I was like, nigga, this is like 2008.
Oh, shit.
I know what he sounds like.
Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, you could tell.
Like, but so I never ended up going through with it, but. I don't know how legit it is, but I know that Forever MC definitely made a whole album off of verses with that.
Yeah, that whole album. Because remember, I was talking to people about it. I went on a research. I'm like, there's no way this dude has all these legends and like no one's ever heard of them. I'm like, there's no way.
I remember that.
Yeah. That
was a big thing you was wondering about. You was like, how does he have so many people on here?
It made no sense to me,
He spent entirely too much money on
But
that.
see, I can tell you how much he spent. I still have it. I still have the email with the whole list of the artists and shit at the time, too. But, it's just wild, bro, man.
You can figure it out.
Yeah, I can do the math. It's crazy. And he only interacted with one artist on that list, like, personally, and that was Tunein.
And he bodied his verse. Like there was a couple people on there that he had decent verses from, but none of them meshed together. Like you could tell. And he tried to force his own verses on them. Oh, they were so bad. Like some of the beats were dope, but whenever he was on a song, he like damn near ruined it.
Oh yeah, it was like, all right, we gotta skip this. That's crazy, bro. Hey, man, that's that scam system world, man. That's the game right now, man. The game is.
You gotta fake it till you make it, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's
so, how many projects do you guys check out a week?
Entirely too many.
Oh man, too many. We drop 3 releases a day, except for on Thursdays and Fridays.
Okay.
But
and
we
then
usually do 3
at the end of the week,
and then Fridays we usually do backed up ones or stuff people send us Monday through Thursday, and then Friday we do as many as we can of the stuff that just come out like fresh, like if we see it in the iTunes like new hip hop list, and then we do like SoundCloud requests on just Saturdays, so we do 3 of those, and then Sundays we don't do shit. But yeah, we usually do about 3 a day.
And then we listen to all the ones that we didn't even review.
Yeah,
so
we usually try to just like piece it up for like
I'm
the full
brainwashed
podcast.
at this point.
Yeah,
we're like we're all fried.
After this, we do like the interviews on Sundays, and then after we do like an episode, we do like the weekly podcast. We do the rundown of what we reviewed for the week. So if someone's seen that we gave them a red stamp, it just gets worse. Like they just see us talk more shit about it.
Lame for them.
Yeah, we just go after them.
When I see the red stamps, bro, I'd be fucking dying. They're so funny. There's so you can tell that there's no like real hate behind it. There's nothing.
Yeah, it's like
no, it never.
And I'll be telling people, I'm like, yo, we really don't care about you, bro. Like it's nothing. It's got nothing to do with you.
I
we don't care
give
about
a
you.
Fuck.
It just did not slap, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
Good.
It's like, yo, it was crazy. We be having ones that like other artists jump on it. Like, bro, I tried to listen. This shit was rough. But we had one where, what was that one I posted? I posted one, and this dude who featured on it was like, yo, don't tag me in this. This dude's trash. And I'm like, bro, that's not you on track 3. He's like, yeah, it is me, man. I did this because I felt sorry for him. I'm like, oh, my God. It got bad. Like,
you remember the producer that was talking shit? He was like, man, I just produced this shit.
Yeah, he was like, I don't even like this motherfucker. I just produced it.
I don't even like this dude. I just produced this shit, man. I was like,
and then it's like, yo, so it's not us. It's like, clearly it's not us if homie you worked with don't like you. You know what I'm saying? It's not us.
He's like, nope, it's trash.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that should be, we be cracking up.
I got a question. Because this shit had me fucking dying. On the review, there was on the Superman track, you put featuring Mr. McBrownster, and I have no idea why you did that.
Because it was actually on Spotify, bro.
As Mr. McBrownster?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm looking at right now.
I love that.
Bro, yo, he was looking at the review. He was like, why the fuck did they call me Mr. McBrownster? Like, you guys said that the song was fire, but then you like changed his name. His name's Mr. McBean.
That's also one thing too.
It was probably one of the darkest. It might have been one of them days, man.
you just have that music air.
Yo, that's true too. Sometimes though, like and some artists they come at it. They're like, oh, why'd you put my name as that? It's like, bro, some people don't change their name on Facebook. So when you go to their page, it'll come up to what they first set it up as. So it'll be some wild shit. So we just leave it. We're like, yo, fuck it. We just leave it. Because we also want them like, fix your name up. Like if you're a brand, fix it on all platforms. Like we have people with like
it's called investing in yourself. People don't invest in themselves.
That doesn't even need investment though. That takes 2 seconds to change your name on Facebook. So like stuff like that, and dudes be like, oh shit, like I fucked up, and it's like, yo,
secure your handles.
Yeah, that's it.
What's your rap name? That's your IG handle. Congratulations. Not that hard.
And some people,
if you can't get it universal, then you probably should change it.
Yeah, that's it. Some people they be messaging me like, "Oh, you didn't tag me in my review." I'm like, "Cause I don't know what your tag, cause your tag is not your name." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not your like that one dude, and he had to tell me to tag him on there because his name was something else, but his tag is Watermouth, and I'm like, bro, but his name was like something completely different. So I'm like, bro, like that doesn't make sense. I'm like, I would have never figured. He's like, yo, can you tag me? I'm like, it don't make sense.
Watermouth.
How are people gonna find you? Like,
yeah, like what you go to a show and like they announce your name and your name's on the flyer. You're gonna tell everybody, follow me on Instagram at Watermouth. Like no one's gonna remember that.
Welcome to Watermouth.
Yeah, no one's gonna remember that. They're gonna look at the flyer.
Welcome to Watermouth. It's like a supermarket. Welcome to Watermouth.
Nah, that's dumb funny.
This Mr. McBrowster is killing me. Though. I'm really loving this Mr. McBrowster shit. I'm dying right now. Like,
I was crying, bro. Like me and my friends were reading it, and we were just dying. And we sent it to him, and we were like, "Yo, bro, hey, I don't know what's good with this." And he was like, "Yo, you think they went to my Instagram and was like, yo, he black as fuck."
See, we don't really look at the people's things sometimes. Sometimes we don't
even know what you look like.
Oh, shit. Yo, that'd be
sometimes we'd be surprised. You'd be like, holy shit,
bro. I didn't know what you were to look like until, right the second. So, hey, man.
Yeah.
I knew you were light skinned. So,
that's absolutely.
Yeah, that's, see, that is the real shit. When I was like, yo, once he connect, I'm trying to see how light skinned he is. Because, like, I'm always like, I'm light skinned as fuck. Yeah, you are light. I'm like, damn.
I got like I got so many siblings, and I'm by far the lightest. I'm the only one with blonde hair. I'm the only one with blue eyes. Like, my dad is darker than either of you guys on the screen, but my mom is also like my color basically.
Okay, so, that's how it is, man. It be
like
that sometimes.
My dad got me DNA tested when I was born because he was like, "This nigga ain't mine." Like, he's like, "Ain't no way."
He's too light skinned.
That's not my baby,
dude. It be like that sometimes. Like my brother in Canada, his first kid, he had his first kid, and I'm like, yo, I'm like, that baby white, and he's like, nah, I was this white, and then he just had another one, and I'm like, that baby white too. I'm like, all right, I get it now. Now I'm just like, all right, I get it. At first, I was like, I don't know.
That's funny
because my brother's dark.
Your child came out light skinned as hell.
No, but he's as light skinned as me. You know what I'm saying? His mom's is white, so it's like I thought. I'm like, all right, we good. But my brother, he's dark. You know what I'm saying? And his baby's white, so I'm like, oh, what the hell is going on?
my baby just literally looks like me.
That's safe.
Small, no beard.
It's crazy, man. But
my dad, and it's funny because I look just like my dad now. Like I have pictures where we literally look identical. Mm-hmm. But like he really, like when I got out with my mom's whatever, he was like, "Nah, bro, there's something fishy about this, bro."
That's I'd be shook as hell. Like, hold on, what the mailman look like? What's going on?
With the mailman,
who's the white guy?
I'm never going to the store by myself.
Oh man, I can imagine that tension, bro. I can imagine that. Like, get them papers out my goddamn face. I ain't signing shit until you.
Nah, that's it.
I ain't giving him no damn name.
Nah, it's definitely
that's
like
Kyle.
a running joke in my family.
That's crazy.
My dad looks like Ice-T, bro. It's so funny. Like, split back in awe. Like,
I respect that. I respect that. That's right. Rep that shit.
You got him to just reenact SVU scenes. That would be hilarious.
He used to watch that. He used to watch that shit so much, and it just used to be so funny just seeing it. Like
it's like watching himself. Man.
You're like,
exactly.
You know what?
Like fucking Looper.
Maybe your dad is Ice-T because you haven't seen him and Ice-T in the same place, man. They're never at the same time.
Dude, Ice-T's the truth,
dad do for a living.
I've seen
Ice-T's since 9/11.
Ice-T's the fucking truth. I've seen him live in all of his acts. I've seen his hardcore band. I've seen him rap. Like I've seen it all. He's the man, dude.
Which one did you like more?
Oh, the hardcore band. Body Count's easily the best.
They're fire. I've only heard a couple tracks by them, but they're definitely fire.
When live, they do like covers. They were doing like Jimi Hendrix cover, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, Coco
That's
coming
crazy.
out butt ass naked. Like it was a lot going on. I was like, and then the rap show was just like a rap show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. And an old school rap show at that.
Yeah, a very old school rap show. Nah, he's the truth, man. He's always been the truth. He put a lot of people on, and people don't realize it, man. He put mad people on.
People just clown him for becoming a cop on TV.
Yeah, because he's it's
that check clears.
Yeah,
like so many people have sold out in so many different ways. Like that is.
But that was the rap way. Like that rappers always were like, "Yo, I can't wait to be like Tupac." Like everybody wanted to be an actor. Yeah, because that's that's the longevity. Like that money is potent.
Yeah, Will Smith is like one of my favorite
movie money. Wow,
the truth. Bad Boys for Life coming out soon. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's a damn fact. A lot of people are talking about it can't be good, but I have so much faith in that shit, bro.
It's Will Smith, man.
It's Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
Aladdin. All I have to say right now is Aladdin.
I'm not mad at that either.
You're looking at an unfinished Aladdin project.
I don't think it looks. Honestly, this is what I tell people.
I can't do.
Can you look at the actual drawing of the genie? It looks stupid too. Like there's no way they're gonna make. How would you picture it looking good?
CGI'd Robin Williams in and called it a day.
Nah.
You know.
Nah.
Just took the
made CGI done.
Nah, they should have just took Robin Williams lines and CGI the genie.
Will Smith is mad likable and he's mad current. This movie's gonna be some sort of dark.
It's not gonna flop because it's Disney.
It's gonna be great watching. Y'all gonna feel mad. Walko, you know you and me are gonna be in there with our kids. We got to see it.
Oh, I'm gonna go see it.
We have to see it with our kids. So
fuck that. I'm gonna go lit. Leave my kid with grandma. I'm gonna see that shit for me.
Nah, I'm going old man time. That first matinee.
Fuck my kid.
with a full sandwich.
I'm going in there with my own goobers.
That's a fact. Oh, I'm mad ignorant, bro. A whole meal, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to eat.
Shorts, you know what I'm saying? I'll have a 4-course meal.
Facts. But yeah, man, that's all we got, man. Yo, this is a dope one, man. This is a dope ass talk, man.
Facts.
Yo, man, we really appreciate you hopping on. And yo, the project, again, we told you we fuck with the project, and it's hard for us to fuck with projects. You know?
Salute, my man. I really appreciate that.
Man.
I'm gonna have a couple more coming out this year, I'm sure. So whenever those drop, I'm interested to see what you guys have to say.
Hit me. Yo, you could reach right out whenever, man. I'm always in the DMs. You can hit me up directly, bro. Even if you got a new thing going, we want to help you promote it and all that good stuff.
Of course, and I want you guys to roast me if you think it's whack. I can't wait for the first one.
Say less.
Facts.
Say less. Facts.
It was good to meet you guys. I'm excited to see when this shit releases. Let me know.
All right, man. Yo, so yeah, it's gonna be next Wednesday. I'll let you know all the details. I do need a picture. I usually take like a picture of you off your page if I can't find one, or if you have one, you want me to use.
I got you.
Art? Yeah.
I'll send one over, bro.
All right, man, and don't forget, tell everybody your pages one more time because a lot of people don't listen.
That's a fact. So it's Anthony Kannon everywhere: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music. You can Google, and hopefully it'll take you to whatever you really prefer to use. I just dropped a new track called Ghost. Recently, it's my biggest track so far and that's original. It got 25K in the past month and a half. So fire. I'm excited. I have a new song coming out this Sunday, February 24th. It's called Play Cool. And Ghost was like a banger. I'm really trying to make some bangers now. Mm-hmm. I got some of the personal shit off my chest. Now I'm experimenting a lot. I'm experimenting a lot right now, and I'm excited for people to hear the new sound so I can see what they think. But this new track that I'm about to drop is definitely more real shit. But it's structured in a new way that I think that people, I'm interested to hear what they think.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yo, we're excited to hear it, man. Let me know when that's out there, man.
Thank you, bro. And I want to just shout out Mr. McBrownster, Mr. McBean from Smack.
Give that boy free press, man.
And there's an artist from my city named Meech Booker. You should, if you guys ever get the chance, you should definitely check him out.
Yeah.
We're actively working on a collab tape right now. And I think that you guys might enjoy his music.
I bet. Yeah, we'll do, man. We'll do. Yeah, send me that. You said, and another one you said you were gonna shoot too.
I'm definitely gonna send you.
Yeah,
that.
send me. Yeah, send me both of those. Yeah, we'll throw it on our list. We'll get them out there, man.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Peace, man. It was good, man.
Absolutely. Have a great night, guys.
All right, man.
You
Peace.
too, bro.
Mixed it. I've been thinking about the road, trying to book a lot of shows. If you want me, let me know. Bitch, I'm with it, yeah. I've been riding with the bros. I know everywhere we go. He gon' keep it pole. He got it with him, yeah. I've been looking for the gold, cooking with the pros, but I guess that's how it goes. I ain't tripping, yeah. I ain't got no time to chill. Get the check in and I'm ghost. Finally disappear and smoke. I'm a magician, yeah. Niggas left me in the cold, had the heater like the stove, but I guess that's how it goes. I ain't tripping, yeah. I ain't got no time to chill. Get the check in and I'm ghost. Finally disappear and smoke. The magician, yeah. Word around town that nigga spit a bar well. So low key, got him looking like the cartel. Town on my back, had to lift it like a barbell. Used to have the trap spot, meet me by the guardrail. I'ma make it real right, don't care how the car's dealt. Hit him in his chest, shit be looking heartfelt. Niggas acting real tough, they don't know the part well. I just need a new bitch, pussy new car smell. Nigga, you a tugboat, all you do is blow steam. Pull up like the plug though, I be killing OD. You be off the drugs though, looking like a dope fiend. Niggas know I'm cutthroat, I just need the whole thing. You ain't want no smoke, you ain't with the jazz, right? He ain't gon' get up, he got lit up like the dash lights. Boy, I got the juice now, better get your facts right. No, I'm too wavy, I've been on the move lately. I've been thinking about the road, trying to book a lot of shows. If you want me, let me know. Bitch, I'm with it, yeah. I've been riding with the bros. I know everywhere we go. He gon' keep a pole. He got it with him, yeah. I've been looking for the gold, cooking with the pros, but I guess that's how it goes. I ain't tripping, yeah. I ain't got no time to chill. Get the check in and I'm ghost. Finally disappear and smoke. The magician, yeah.